Pick the yeah.
Yes, please tag me. Please, please, please. Share the live for 25 tonight.
We're live. Hey, y'all, welcome to Not Your Average Podcast. Excuse me, award winning Not Your Average Podcast. How are you guys doing? It's not your Monday.
That's right. Most definitely, most definitely. You get this right.
You guys make sure you share the live. You know, we home and share the live. Share the live for a chance to win $25 at the end of each and every show. And we have not forgot about the live from the other week. Y'all know we've been on the road. We've been in these Greensboro streets. But we got you. We have everybody names who was on the live that night. So we appreciate you guys. Come on in the room.
That mic is you gotta be a little bit louder in that one. It ain't your usual one.
Yeah, you
So
know,
it's like
talking to it
this
really
side
well.
right here. But go ahead, keep rolling. I gotta get
So how was you guys' weekend? What did you all do this weekend? What did you do this weekend?
Me?
Yes,
Nothing.
this
I
weekend.
laid on the couch. I'm normally really busy during the week, so I try to protect myself during the weekend.
Mhm.
And I've had quite a few busy weekends. So this weekend was the first time I could really just sit down
Mhm.
and not do anything. I had a few things that I think I had planned or thought I had planned, but my body was like, "Girl, no,
No.
sink into this couch." So I watched. I try to watch more than PBS. I love like PBS and the news. I'm very a boring TV watcher. So I call myself trying to get into a few shows that come on, like reality TV shows.
Yeah.
Maybe probably like 10, 12 years ago, I used to be really into reality
Into it,
TV
yeah.
shows. Then I just kind of fell off of TV in general. So I won't say that I enjoyed trying to catch
Well,
up.
one thing I can say is
I
TV
tried.
is definitely different these
It is.
days.
I think
So
so too.
I understand.
And I'm not like a binge watcher. So
Mhm.
after a while, like one episode is fine by me. Like I'm one of the old school. I can watch one episode a week when it comes on, like normal. Sitting down watching 10, 15 episodes or something. I have no
Mhm.
desire to sit for anything longer than 15 minutes, let alone
Understood.
hours for a TV show.
Understood.
What about you? What'd you do?
Well, this weekend, what did I do? So I went to a boxing match with my Not Your Average Podcast crew. We had a great time. We had a great time. Shout out to Joseph JJ Jackson. He's now 19 and 0.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. It was awesome. Not Your Average Podcast had the chance to cover like the guests and do interviews and things like that. So we had a wonderful time.
That is so neat.
Also on Sunday, I attended church service. You know,
Amen. Where you
gotta
go to
get
church?
that
Gotta
in.
be nosy.
You can be nosy. Mount Zion,
Wait,
Pastor Pierce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I was in the
Alman's
house.
Church Road. Okay.
Alman's Church.
Yes, I used to be a member there. I love it. I love
Yes.
that church. Ministry has moved me along to another Mount Zion United
Oh,
Church of
yeah.
Christ. Yeah, United Church
dope.
of God, rather,
That's
over on Banner Avenue. So, yay, Mount Zion's in the
Yes,
building,
it was
attendance
lit.
up.
You already know.
Ready.
Yes, but that was about it. And then I kind of relaxed and tried to catch up because I was just getting back in town. I went up to New York last week, New Jersey, so I was
How's
kind
that
of
go?
winding down, you know. So I'm back. What about you, Miss Chewy Monroe?
My weekend was good. The kids were gone.
That's a great weekend.
That was a wonderful weekend. I'm talking about stress free. The house was quiet. I did a lot of cleaning, laundry, all that good stuff. Prepared for an event that was supposed to happen Sunday, but it's being rescheduled. So shout out to that event. I'll leave it nameless for now. And then just worked on some business stuff. Y'all know I'm starting to get into real estate, so I've been really trying to catch up on that, study all that good stuff that I need to do, so I can make my big launch in January. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, big thing.
We see you.
Hey, elevation, elevation.
Absolutely.
Super dope, super dope, super dope. That's right. Oh, I'm busy. William Hussey 365. I'm everywhere. You ain't never there. You know how it go. Busy weekend, but I'm blessed. Highly favored. I enjoyed the weekend, like Ash said, boxing match. Shout out to Denise Smith and Tia Henderson. They had the professional tax luncheon. That was super dope. Um, I mean, man, what else we
No,
do?
sorry about that.
Sunday was definitely
I
church.
did actually attend that. My apologies.
Yeah, shout out to them. Got some information and some education on the tax business and getting ready to launch something new, you know. But I had a great weekend, beautiful weekend. Shout out to Joseph Action Jackson. Hey, that's all that's still on my mind. That man did the damn thing once again, 19-0. Shout out to the whole Action Jackson team.
Check him out.
Yes.
Yeah, most definitely.
Quite a people. I'm not really. I can't say I'm into boxing really, but hey, he got this many people supporting him.
Mhm.
Definitely got to support the whole crew.
He the home team. This was his first fight in 4 years at home.
Yeah.
He's been fighting traveling, but this was his first one in 4 years in Greensboro, in the city he's from. So that was real big. It had to be 200 to 300 people. It was, yeah, that was a lot of people.
At home and have I'm hoping it was full crowd.
Yeah, it was packed out. Yeah, super dope. Yeah. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I'm your main man, William Hussey 365. I'm the owner of Hussey Environmental Solutions, VH Food Management. I am media. I am the executive producer of Conversations That Matter, co-host of Thankful Thursday News with my girl Ivy G, baby. And I'm 1/4 of the world famous, award-winning Not Your Average podcast, baby.
Hi, everybody. I am Ashley Good, better known as Ash Bash in your city. And you can always catch me at It's All Good Consignment at 2607 E. Renderman Road. We have the pink lights in the window, and you look up, It's All Good Consignment sign on the building. So come check us out Wednesday through Saturday, 11 to 6. Also, if you have any events coming up, any decor needs, staging for real estate, your real estate folks out there, small event, big events, I'm your go-to girl. You can contact me for all of your decor needs at Decor Galore, and I am on Facebook, Instagram, all across the board. And you can contact me at 336-383-6498. And also check out my clothing brand that I dropped this year, the Panda Clothing Brand, pandaclothingbrand.com, and get your panda gear. And that's me.
That's right. You better know it.
Thank you, Ash. So, you guys, I am Chewy Monroe. I'm the owner of Chewy Lingerie as well as Chewy Designs. You can catch me at chewylingerie.com. Also at Chewy Lingerie or Chewy Designs on Instagram or Facebook. Make sure that you are showing up to the events that I'll be in. So the rundown is I will be participating in, you know what I'm saying? I had to let them know it's a list coming. I will be participating as a vendor for Pretty Paid and Purposeful. Yes, I'll give you information on the date when that new date comes available. We will also be at Black Friday this year with Paris Notoria. So come out and support, party, buy some things. And also December 15th, I'll be with Lauren Carlton at our fashion show. So I'll put up more information about that as well. So stay tuned. True Lingerie doing big things in the fourth quarter.
Hey.
Yes.
Now, before tonight, she's gonna be the fourth member. Well, the fifth member. Because we gotta leave. We gotta shout out our sister Wendy Armstrong, Wendy Love. Shout out to Wendy Love tonight. She's busy tending to Not Your Business, so she will be out tonight. But shout out to our sister Wendy Love. But tonight we have a fifth member. We have a special member. We have a fiber member. We have a serial entrepreneur. We have a legend in the making.
I like it.
We have a philanthropist.
Definitely.
We have a humanitarian. We have a lady with a host of a lot of things under her belt, y'all. So without further ado, let's introduce this phenomenal lady, Miss 227, Miss Downtown Native, the one and only Sheena White with Fiber Space.
You guys.
Super dope. So,
Having me.
yes, most definitely. Thanks for having us. If y'all came to this place, y'all would see why we saying thank you for having us. But before we get to that, let you introduce yourself for the people that don't know. Give them a rundown of who you are and what you represent.
Absolutely. I am Sheena White. I'm the owner here at Fiber Space, at the boutique at 227 and the collective at 229. So we are slowly taking over the 200 block here on South Elm Street.
All right now.
I'm Greensboro. I'm not a Greensboro native, but I love the city. I love everything that it stands for: innovation, technology, the gate city is an
Yes.
opportunity for things to pass through and things to go and grow. So that's something I take very seriously.
Mm.
I was a military. I am a military vet. Served in the Air Force.
Yes.
Radio communications has always been my specialty. Was in corporate America for quite some time, about 18 years, and then I'm retired the beginning of the year, so I could just focus on providing services to small businesses, service providers, people who make a product, especially people who are transitioning from one stage of life to another. Like I said, I'm a veteran, so I've gone from military to civilian life. I've been divorced. So I've gone from single to married to divorced a couple times. So I'm a pro at it.
I like the way you look at that. That's dope.
Exactly. Like I love to tell people that I'm divorced because it taught me so much. I don't believe that there are failures in marriages, failures in communications. There are sometimes you shouldn't even be together. So we're gonna acknowledge that.
I love the honesty, the transparency.
You are.
Yes.
Being able to grow through that and say, you know what, this is not working for any of us. Let's, figure out a way to better live our lives,
Most definitely.
So, I'm not one to stay stuck in the mud. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get it out. I'm the owner of Sheena Custom Jewelry Company. One of my big dreams 10 years ago when I started Sheena was to be downtown at Schiffman's Jewelers. So to share a wall with Schiffman's is close enough for me.
That right there. Good, man. I'm telling you.
And then we just focus on promoting ourselves and other businesses. I believe in the soft life. I don't believe in hustling and grinding. Doing business. I'm not a money first person. I'm a Sheena first person. And that Sheena wants to do on a day-to-day basis, we're going to do those things. And I'm going to bring along whoever. If you want to do something, let's do it. But we're not going to grind. We're not going to hustle. We're not going to skip our boundaries. We're not going to skip the things that we love for the sake of a few dollars.
That's right.
Because us being satisfied in the work that we do, us being fulfilled in the work that we do will serve us much more than, for the sake of the hustle.
That's right.
Money is always available to be made. You don't get the time back to
most definitely
yourself, your children, or especially when you don't have boundaries or processes that support you doing the things that you want to do.
Right.
So, absolutely. Here at Fiber Space, that's kind of where I focus. Of course, we provide space. Space is the number one thing for you to come and do the things that you want to do without the gaze of the places that you typically work at. We are here for a certain look, for a certain style of people, and we're here to support just that. And that's it. We want you to come in and feel like this is your space and to be productive and be motivated and be excited about exactly the thing that you do and not what someone else is telling you should do or be bothered with a lot of the outside noise.
Right.
Can I say amen?
Amen. Hey, Meezy.
I felt that.
Can you say hey, Meezy? Can you say hey, Meezy, or that's disrespectful?
I don't know. I mean,
God. Can we see?
I think we good.
Okay, we good.
We call his name,
Absolutely.
Well, that's dope. That's dope. So I want to go back a little bit, but before we go back a little bit, I want to touch right there where you at. Don't, because a lot of people get caught up in the grind and hustle, and I feel where you coming from. And me and Ash was talking about that earlier. It's more longevity to me, my opinion, in walking in your purpose and ministry. And like you said, putting yourself first, your dignity, your integrity, things that you stand for, your morals, values versus just chasing a dollar. So can we start there, Miss White?
Absolutely start there. That should be the only place to be, actually. You set up, it really does take some time to kind of figure it out. And of course, we get into business because we want to make a profit. But you have to consider, at yourself what your own cost is and what your value is. So if you find yourself making money, but at the sake of your own morals, at the sake of your own values, then are you really making money?
Right.
So what are you doing with your name? What are you doing with your brand? What are you doing with your time? I think that's probably the most important thing, is constantly staying focused on why you do what you do. So that way there are going to be days when money doesn't come. I'm in a brick and mortar location and have been for quite some time. And endurance comes with that. There are going to be seasons where no one walks in the door for days. And then there's going to be a season where you run out of toilet paper because there's so many people in here. So being prepared for that. And then being such a people focused business, you definitely have to come up with terms and conditions. You have to set those boundaries for your business and for yourself, so that
Absolutely.
way, people don't overrun them.
Mhm.
And not that they're intending to, but because they're allowed to. So
Mhm.
sometimes you have to put up your fence. You have to protect yourself and your business by simply making those policies right up front to say, we do or we don't do this, and this is how we do it.
Mhm.
Versus, we everybody's in social media all the time with their list of things you can't do and you can't wear
Right.
and you can't this. And I don't really think that's a problem. I think it's just how you approach it, making
Mhm.
sure that your customers understand the reasons why you do the things that you do. And it's a lot easier to set those, processes in place first. And because they didn't pick up this thing, or you're
Mhm.
mad because they didn't support this thing, well, that's fine. You have processes that support that. And
Mhm.
that's understanding who your audience actually is for your brand, versus thinking that just because someone knows you, they're going to support it.
Come on now.
There's so many people unlock the door for certain people because and I will say this before it's confused, we are absolutely open for our unsheltered community. So I don't want people, there's been a lot of fight downtown about
Mhm.
businesses on the opposite end of that, where we welcome that. We leave our gates open because we know that our place is somewhere someone can fully stretch out, and like the park that has bars where you
Mhm.
can't sleep. We leave our stoops open for people to sleep.
Mhm.
When we have events, we leave food. We make sure they have food. So those are not the people I'm talking about,
Right, right, most definitely.
But some people ain't got no business in here, and we keep them out. It's just not their place. There's not a service that we offer in here for
Right, of course.
you know?
Right, right.
Yeah.
So keeping those things in mind and being very secure and understanding you're going to watch dollars walk away. But again, my values are still intact. My morals are still intact. And the integrity of my business, no one can question what Fiber Space is, because it operates the same for every single person.
Right. So while we right there, go into what Fiber Space is for the people that don't know. And when she said unsheltered community, we were speaking on homelessness. If people that's that reside downtown and they're in homelessness, so that's what we were speaking of when we said unshelteredness. All right, go ahead, Ms. Sheena.
Absolutely. And I call them unsheltered
I
because
love
we
it.
believe that home is where the heart is. And these people have heart. These are our neighbors.
Mhm.
We see them all the time, just as much as I see the other business owners, just as much as I see the neighbors. So for me, someone who's a part of their home, to say they don't have a home is hard for me. So that's
Mhm.
why I just choose to say unsheltered.
I love it.
Definitely. Let's not, I don't want to confuse the lines. Our homeless community definitely needs support.
The world of Fiber Space and everything about it.
No, you're fine, babe. So Fiber Space started out a few years ago. Like I said, I was in corporate America, and I was a project manager with military background. So the places that I sat, I was always the only one.
Mhm.
If I, was going to a conference, if I was going to work out of town, if I was on a conference call, if I was on a stand-up meeting, I was just me, little black girl who just looked like me, 20 years younger than most of the people on the call. And we just couldn't relate to anything. And I found myself working somewhere for 18 years with no work friends, no work buddies, nothing. It was no fulfillment whatsoever. And you get to a place like that, it's almost like solitary confinement. And then it made me kind of even question, like, what am I doing here? This is just money. I don't want to do this. I mean, and it took me a while because life happens. You have family, have children, they have to eat. Some days, right?
Sometimes.
Right? They grow and they
Right.
need clothes and transportation. So you gotta feed these things. So I had to have a job, right? But then it really got to a point, especially I went through quite a few deaths in my family. I went through a divorce. I went through quite a few things that just kind of sat me down and was like, what am I doing here? What am I
Right.
doing? And I nailed down my why, which is cultivating a physical, spiritual, and mental network that cultivates the creativity in others so they can share their gifts and talents with the world.
Mm.
So once I understood what my why was, it was just okay. Now, how do I complete my
You
why?
get it.
In what
Tell
way
that. Wow, you know
do
I
I
talk about that
complete
one.
my why?
Come on now.
How do I do that? So I sat down with my notebook and I wrote out, what that meant. And I wanted a space for people like me, who look like me, who act like me, to have, a place to create, to have a place to sell their things. And this is back in early 2018. We opened up 2021. So it's not anything that happens overnight, but I continue to build the community. I continue to network and be places and be an authority in what it means to have valuable relationships with other people, to make good on showing up to people's events, to support the things that they do, even though I'm not their target market. It ain't nothing that any of my friends sell that I don't have. I have a box full of candles that candles are great. They're a fire hazard. So it's not my thing, but if my girl is selling now, I'm gonna sell. But that's just me. I want to make sure, like I said, to build myself and to prove to people that business is possible amongst us in Black commerce in a good, valuable way, and to show people we can get money without, the crab in a barrel mentality, which is another thing I hate to talk about, because it's like, what are crabs doing in a barrel? You know what I mean? That's not their natural habitat. So anyone outside their natural habitat is not going to be doing the best, but whatever. But it definitely became more of a service, like where people could come, where they needed a place to talk, they needed a place to record, they needed a place to work, to sell their products. Is kind of how it blown out. It's very flexible. Flexibility has been the name of the game for me here. Every time somebody comes, it's like it's different every time. Like the every day calls for something different.
That's right.
Every day calls for flexibility. I was telling Chewy that it was is like we work 15 hours a week, and we don't work more than that. The three of us, we split our work up. We're here, we do the work. If we come in, and it's our schedule, we make it, we let each other know, hey, I'm not gonna be here this date, or I'm gonna be here. We communicate, but it's never I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work. Can I take this day off? Just don't come. How about that? Like start schedule around.
You gotta simplify it, man. I'm telling you.
So, sometimes like the gates we put up around become a prison. So if I'm gonna have boundaries, if I'm gonna have no's somewhere, it's gonna be in the policies. It's not gonna be in the way that we support people. So it has continued to grow. People have found out about kind of the lifestyle that we live here, and they want in. So we continue to get questions about bigger event space. Always someone wants an office. So we got a new location. We'll also be at 229 South Elm, not too far, right here in the neighborhood, right beside 227. And we'll offer office space, offer co-working space, dedicated desk, luxury photos. We have a really cool, like big, giant hot tub with sliding doors, like a wet room. Like I see 90s videos.
Yes.
To get in there for the 90s video look. But it's just a fun space, and it's fun to see when people come and I could do this here and I could do that here. Like it can be your biggest dreams, and that's just my goal, is to kind of see people see their biggest dreams and then give them a path towards it. We're like the yellow brick road. It's not, we're not taking you all the way to the Emerald City. I mean, even though that's what we believe in, with the green, but there's a path. And the Wizard of Oz is one of my favorite stories, because she needed her friends who all had a different a skill set. You had, the lion with his emotional intelligence, and then the Tin Man with his, physical ability, and the Straw Man, that's a scarecrow with, and then you have, your Dorothy, and they face challenges, they do things, and even when they get to the hardest part of their journey, they realize, it's not that hard. This dude's a fraud, scam. We good. And they end up bringing all the munchkins with them. Like they brought everybody with them. Around here, I'm going to the Good Witch. That's really our thing, is just providing space for you to be yourself. And we don't play around with the authenticity. Like that's something that we are going to work. Like if we can feel when it's not real, you absolutely feel that. So I'm gonna spend time with you, and I'm gonna figure out the real you.
That's right.
That's where the good is. That's where the accountability will come from, and that's where your passion will come from. You'll never be able to do anything if you're faking it until you make it. I mean, that's a start, but you can't live in that type of way, because then you've built a foundation on something that doesn't really exist.
Right?
Absolutely.
Most definitely. We'll go through the
Let's
comments.
clap it up for that one.
Yes.
Be your authentic self. Okay?
Definitely.
Be your authentic self. Thank you everybody for watching. We are the award-winning Not Your Average Podcast. We are here with Miss Sheena White. We are at the lovely Fiber Space.
Yes. Elm Street.
Elm Street, Greensboro, North Carolina. And guess what? You can also take a step over to 229. Because guess what? She buying the block.
One question right there. One question, because I was gonna ask you then, but I didn't want to stop you. I'm sorry, Ash. But when is the date, the opening date? You have a projected date yet?
Okay. Our grand opening is going to be 2 years after our first grand opening. It'll be January 3rd,
Nice.
2024. So join us.
So is Nacho invited for this opening?
Absolutely, please.
Okay.
All right, we rolling out the red carpet, baby. We rolling out the red carpet.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
Actually, Petra Burlington. I'm gonna shout them out. They're a Black-owned co-working space in Burlington. Robert and the crew over there has an awesome red carpet. So I'm gonna do my little networking thing and get that red carpet from people.
Ooh,
That's what's up.
Play around.
Okay.
All right,
Yay.
let's get it.
Good time.
That's right.
Okay.
Other comments.
So, if you all are just tuning in, once again, we are here with the phenomenal Sheena White, and she's dropping some gems. She haven't even been on here half an hour. So if you missed the beginning of the show, please go back and listen and watch and share and tap in. And we're down here at Fiberspace, and excuse my voice, y'all. It's the weather. But let me jump in the comments real quick. Thank you so much, T Nice, for always tuning in. We love you so much. You always supported Not Your Average Podcast. We greatly appreciate you. Hi, Wendy Armstrong. That is actually our 4th member of Not Your Average Podcast. Thank you for joining. We love you. Tabitha Baker says, hello, beautiful people. Latia Reese says, hi. Malik, good vibes. Thank you, Malik. Thank you, Malik. Is always in the building. He's actually another active member of Not Your Average Podcast.
Right.
We've been recruiting members this year, too.
Yeah, I think
It's just people been showing up for us.
Yeah.
Really, they just
So
Malik is God sent.
Yes, he's definitely
Love you, Malik.
Malik is our brother.
Yes, for real. Let's see, Stephanie Chris. Hey, how are you? Thank you for watching. Paris Notoria, Dominique Davis.
Hey, Paris.
Building.
Dominique.
Malika Vibe says, roll out that carpet.
Yeah,
That's right.
Show
That's
up,
right.
show out. Show up.
All
show
right,
out.
you guys are pretty quiet tonight. So if you have any questions for Miss Sheena White, please make sure you drop them in the comments.
Mhm.
As you can see, I've only been actually around her and knowing her because I say I know you now. I just feel like I've been knowing you for 20 years. But no, she's such a warm person, and I'm sure she's open. She's an open book, right?
Shay Johnson, what's up? Shay is in the building. High Point Fashion Week.
Yeah, shout out High Point Fashion Week.
You hosted that too,
I
didn't you?
did. I was
Talk
so
about it.
excited to be- I'm the host for the Try a Goodwill Upcycle Challenge. I had a great time. Fashion shows are something that I love, and then anything you can do that supports the community
Mhm.
and their creativity. I think it's really, really fun. So the designers were able to go into Try a Goodwill locations. They had a certain amount of money that they had to build designs around, and seeing some of the amazing designs. Like I can't. Bria was one of the one who she was one who won, and I just can't. Like those cups with the straws in it, like they are still creativity. Was insane. So shout out to all of the designers that participated in the High Point Fashion Week.
Yes.
Try a Goodwill Upcycle Challenge hosted by me.
That's
I had
right.
such a great time. So I can hopefully get that call for next year.
Most definitely. I heard you did your thing.
It was
Yes.
I really loved it. Shay and Giovanni are amazing. We got to host one of the dress rehearsals here. So it was fun even seeing
In Fiberspace? Oh, dope.
Yeah,
dope.
it was fun to see the space set up as a fashion show. There's lots of glitter involved.
Mhm.
I think we still get glitter. But I wouldn't trade that for anything in the world. It was such a good time. So y'all make sure to support High Point Fashion. Thanks for joining the show.
Shay said, hi, Sheena.
Hi.
Beautiful.
So yeah, that is all for the comments. But again, guys, if you're just now joining us, please share the live. Please share the live. We are here to network. We are here to spread the love. We are here to connect. So share the live so other people can catch the message. And you never know, Fiberspace might be your home.
Yeah, we would love that.
It might be our home.
Gianna, I hope you're watching, Gianna.
That's right.
Make sure you get them in here.
That's right. She already hooked up, baby.
Y'all already familiar with the equipment.
Right.
Yeah, we with it.
For
We with
sure.
it.
For sure, for
So
sure.
yeah, as y'all see, y'all seeing it as the podcast room is my office, but we're gonna transition it back to the podcast studio, like a full-time podcast studio. So
Oh,
by the time you all come back, it'll be nice and perfect for you.
that's what's up.
Nacho podcast.
Love
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Most definitely.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
I love it already.
So I have a question for you. When did you you said you worked 18 years, corporate world, Air Force, correct? And what happened in your life, or when did you realize like this is my time right here? I have to transition, I have to make myself, I have to reroute this thing called life.
So I kind of, double dipped with I was still working and, this was my office for work. And then it was just, I went to church. I know we had talked about church earlier.
Yes.
And at the time, our pastor, now Bishop
Mhm.
Curry, was talking about, he started Exodus and the story of
Mhm.
Moses. And that thing would tear me up in church. I'm like, why did I toe up like that? And it was him leading the, children of Israel out of, the land to Canaan. And we go on and, different things every week. It's, God's going to give you the tools you need, the manna from heaven. It's going to be griping. It's going to be complaining. Moses is a leader. Here's how to capture your community. Here's how to be a leader. And here's how to now. So I'll stop there and say at that point, another person that I kind of admire, he, a longtime radio host on the radio, and he left kind of, I want to say abruptly, but it was like, it seemed like a big change. And I was like, oh, that seems so scary. Why would he even do that? And then just kind of listening to his story and, some of the things that were happening, it was just like, it all felt too real. And then I got to a point where it was like, why can't I have this for me? And I said, okay, well, let's plan this out. So, nothing beats a failure but a plan, according to my mom. So I just sat down and was like, what would it look like? And I have done the perfect day scenario so many times to plan out my perfect day, and it all job. There is not enough money anymore that could keep me here. There's not enough benefits. I'm a vet. I went to the VA and it was like, oh, you're fully covered, honey. Once they told me
It was on.
Yeah.
I worked like a few more weeks, and then one day, it's always the straw that breaks the camel's back. My manager kind of kept rescheduling my one-on-one, and I had just had surgery, so I had been out of work for like a month. This was the first time I was talking to him. He just kind of kept rescheduling. I was like, so 420, I took a break, came back, and he had rescheduled it again. I was like, you know what?
I got it.
This man ain't gonna reschedule me again. I said, I effective immediately. I am finished. And I did. I just closed the laptop and then never turned it back on. There was no 2-week notice. Like, I'm not coming back from lunch. Like, I can't. I'm good.
You
It's
still,
not
you still on lunch?
I don't know. Lunch, honey. Where's my paycheck? And the moment I did, the universe conspired to give me every single thing that needed to happen. And I have not had to look back. I've not had to worry. I definitely say it was a step of faith. It was, I had to grow a mustard tree from that mustard seed because it was challenging. Like I said, I have a family. I have 2 children.
Absolutely.
I have a dog and I have a nice car and all the things. I had just bought a house. So it was, don't be crazy, but be crazy. And being crazy has got me here. So again, at the most of it was, just being faithful and understanding and listening to the signs and listening to the messages that were saying, leave, just take the chance, take the chance, take the chance. They say, you miss the shots you don't take. And I was like, all right, well, here we go. Stephen Curry, because we got to figure this thing out.
Right.
And so I sent that email. I sat here and I almost like didn't know what to do with myself because I had worked this, like I said, I had been with that company for 18 years. And I didn't know what to do. And a few days I just kind of calmed down. I was like, all right, I can do this. I have a little money stashed away, no big deal. This was already, profitable. So it wasn't like I was walking into something that wasn't profitable. It wasn't the
Absolutely.
salary that I was making where I was, but I was like, I can rock it out a little bit. I don't have to eat out every day. So like I said, I just kind of zoned in and focused on building the community, building the services, building what people came in the door for. I kind of ignored some of the things that, this is how you're supposed to do business, and this is where you do, and this is how you got to be. And I kind of ignored that and just kind of listened to the people that came in. And I was like, oh, so after a while, it was like the people that come in think they should be shopping. So let me get some clothes in here. So then we turned it to our boutique members and said, or our retail members and said, hey, where's the stuff that y'all have, when you're not vending, where is it at? Oh, it's in our garage, it's in the dining room. Taking up my living room. I can't use my bedroom because it's full of, products. It's like, why don't you, get your home back? And we have a place for, you to sell it here. And it's been very good. We've doubled our profit from the retail store. I won't call it's not profit for us. It's profit for the members because they, get that money back. That's not something that we sit on it. I'm not going to say it's not a huge revenue builder for us. It's, community wise, absolutely. But, our other services kind of keep up, our podcast, co-working, event space. We do lots of fun events. We love, we have like charcuterie and chill this weekend. So that's going to be fun. I hope every time we've done it, it's been a blast. And then we have, one of our biggest turnouts so far, and it's not even Tuesday. So hopefully I can find enough grapes. But again, it's just, even for myself, being flexible and understanding, some days you can and some days you can't. I've really had to, some days I do have to remind myself, you have to take a break. You can't just work yourself to death. And I try not to ever do it. And that's not my mentality, but I can get there. I can get very zoned in to just constantly work. And it's like, wait a minute, somebody got to work on the work that you're working on. You got to slow down. And then it kind of got to be to where it was bigger than myself, so I needed other people to support it. And I talked to so many business owners that can't trust people, and this, that, and the other. Honey, I don't trust myself when I'm tired or I'm hungry, so I need somebody else to pick that up. So definitely got some other experts in here. We have 2 other members, and back to that church story, because now remember Moses was taking all these people through, the Red Sea, and now we're in the land of freedom, and these people got some problems. So he had to go and delegate to people. Hey, now you're the ruler of few. You do this. You do the hundreds. You do the tens. You get everybody else. So just making sure that we have a supportive team that allows us to have bigger hands, to be bigger. Watch cartoons, Little Rascals. I always laugh at when they went to the bank. It was like 2 of them stacked on top of each other in the thing because they needed to be grown. They needed to be big to get that money, right? And one of them walking in,
They did what they had to do.
But I just kind of, like I said, use that as a metaphor to show that you have to have, a group of people, like-minded people, not your average podcast. It's not one person.
Most definitely.
You all are amazing all together, absolutely individually. But when you all together, you are amazing. So just constantly thinking of, flexibility, making sure, and that I'm doing right by people, that I'm setting them up. Absolutely. So even myself as a manager, as a supervisor, as a boss, I hate to say those things, but that's really what it is. For me, it's their personal development, making sure that they have the tools that they need to be successful. And things that are even outside of that, I have the great opportunity of having to really, they're not babies, but they're young women, young, impressionable, very smart women. And they have the ability to craft the career of their dreams right from the front, instead of kind of how I did, 40 years old, trying to, do something that I enjoy. I want to give you the chance to really learn who you are now without the gaze of other people or the microaggressions. It could be in your mini skirt. I want you to be yourself. I want you to be authentic. I want you to learn how you do your best thing authentically, not how you do your best thing that somebody else tells you to do.
Right.
So having the opportunity to have them and give them the chance to be supported in their ideas. They constantly are ideating, they're brainstorming, they're coming up with ideas where in most places they wouldn't be able to share them because, we got to follow this book and this is the rules.
Protocol.
I'm not going to say I don't care. Is it an open fire? Is it prostitution? Is it balloon spray? Like those are my no-nos. No prostitution, no open fires, and no balloon spray.
What is balloon spray?
Right. So people
just slide.
they spray it and it makes it
Oh, okay.
but it's like tire shine. And it's on my natural, we have
Oh,
natural
it's-
hardwood
yeah.
floors here.
Beautiful floors.
And it's almost impossible outside of me getting down on my hands and knees
To get it up.
to get it up. And I'm old, baby. Please keep me off the
You know, that was my forte. I was like, oh, yeah, that's a no-no on these hardwood.
Look.
one time is what it's
Oh.
one time you be sliding and squeaking. Oh, it's squeaking for me. I can't.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your full answer. Great answer. And one question that our Wendy Love would ask if she was here: what is one word that would describe you?
What?
One. That's the challenge.
All right.
One.
Sheena.
Sheena.
That's
okay.
it. That's the only word I can think of that it fully encompasses
Hey, that's
who
you.
I am.
Yes.
Let me figure out an adjective, maybe.
That was like a pronoun.
Humble.
Okay.
I like to
Okay.
think I'm a very humble person.
I just look at you as free spirited. Like you just seem so
Very.
free. Like
yeah, you just free.
you don't
Like,
stress. Like, even though I know you got stresses, it's just like you just go with the flow. Not the
That's
flow,
it.
but your flow.
Yes,
like you
absolutely.
in control of that joystick, like
I
obviously.
like that.
Absolutely.
You're a little free spirited. Yes. I have
Oh no,
a
it wasn't to
career-
replace yours. I was just
No, I
giving
got
mine.
you.
Like, yeah, I feel
career and doing whatever I want. Like I
Mhm.
tweeted that today. It's like I'm just a serial do whatever I want.
yeah, that's
You
what it
know what I
said.
mean? Like
So serious
and
though,
it
like
is
you
like
mean
some
that.
days I get up and I was like, I ain't gonna make it by 10. I'll make it by 11 and then I'll
I
come
like your
over.
realness though, because all of us think like that, but we don't say it. You know what I'm saying? We're like, oh no, not me. You know what I'm saying? So that's
And I'll come to work and tear out a toilet, replace the toilet, and then come over here and meet with someone.
Why you said that like it was
help them.
like it's so
cut
simple.
a piece of paper or
Yeah,
something?
like just tear the
Tear out the
toilet.
toilet.
Y'all know how many toilets I done pulled up. Y'all
Dang.
be like, "Let's hear Mario." But and then come over and record a podcast, and then meet with one of my member consultant clients, and then leave, take a shower, go host Try Goodwill of
Right.
Cycle Challenge,
Mhm.
and then pick my kids up from school, and then go home and make bracelets.
Right.
And then the next day, it could be me sitting at Grace Tavern eating lunch for 3 hours. You know what I mean?
Working.
Yeah,
Working.
okay.
The laptop is open, right?
Perfecting dropping.
Yo, I can work
and
with
it
you
be
all
like
day,
that,
bro.
I'm
Like,
Right.
for
And
real.
then you come back down here, and then the people come for the floors, and then somebody needs to do a photo shoot, and then hey, we go home. And every day is something different, but it's exactly in line with what I do. So
Exactly.
it is the perfect day every day. So yeah, free spirited.
That's-
I like it.
It's pretty
Yeah.
dope. And do you know that it's so funny because everything you just said, that's the problem I had in the working world. I'm not like just coming somewhere doing the same thing over and over and over and over. It's just like drove me
Yes.
crazy. Like I
Yes.
cannot do. I'm like, I can't do this.
Mhm.
Like I can't
Boring
do
and
this.
redundant.
Like, I like on the edge, like things like that. And then love it, doing what you love and loving what you do.
Right.
And within that, you're gonna find your purpose. And out of that purpose, you're gonna have passion. And everything is just gonna connect the dots. Well, how can I connect the dots at this desk working for you? And I'm not like pushing anybody from like a 9 to 5 or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, when you were talking, it was just like one of them things where it's like, we think it, but you have to live it and do it.
Yeah, you have to
You
be
know,
crazy.
like, I don't
You
know.
definitely have to be crazy. And some days I'll be like, girl, you doing the most, but whatever. You know what I mean? Like I started doing PA hosting at my college, my university. And I'm like, what am I doing here? But who cares? Like I'm doing what I want to do.
That's
Like
right.
who gonna check me? That's what I
Yeah.
kind of keep telling myself. Like who gonna check me? If I could pay to be here, hey, this is where I'm gonna be. And I'm
Yeah.
and now, like I could never go back to anything other than that. And I don't mean, and it just it takes a little. It takes quite a bit of ADD. I definitely am diagnosed, and I think what I do supports that because I'm not, constantly one thing after another. I don't have the chance for it to fail because I ain't
Right.
completion now I'm on to something else. So it gets to be fun. So yeah, you definitely have to be faithful Okay. Some would
That
call it
includes-
crazy. Some would call it faithful. I'm gonna call it both.
Crazy
Mhm.
faithful.
Crazy faithful. Yes, you have to be crazy in your faith.
Okay, guys, if you're just not joining us, we are the award-winning Not Your Average podcast, and we are here today with Sheena White, and we are here at 227 Elm Street, downtown Greensboro at Fiber Space, guys. Please make sure you all come and check the spot out. It is
Please.
super dope. New
Absolutely.
location next door, opening January 3rd, grand opening. Correct?
Correct.
All right. So y'all make sure you tap in. Make sure you follow everybody on the panel. Tap in, y'all. Tap in, y'all. Shui, it's on you, baby.
Hi, my love. Giving us some good points in regards to fiber space. But what would you say truly differentiates you from other co-working businesses in the area?
Other co-working businesses in the area specifically target corporate clients, people who are in another location or are tech specific startups. There aren't any places that support Black women specifically. There aren't any places that support creatives or creators specifically. And that understand. And so for me, this is an immersive experience because I am a Black woman. I think I understand Black women, better than some of the other space owners because they're not Black women.
Yes.
And Black men. Don't get my hey.
Hey.
Don't leave my man out. Okay. But specifically, like, I'm not a Black man. So I think um, that is definitely a lot of other places. Just in general in the industry are, oh well, here's your desk. You sit in your desk and you do your thing. Here we got some beer, we got some snacks, and here's some conference rooms where we're more engaged in, when you're gonna come in the door, girl, I see that hair, or if your hair looking crazy, girl, you need a hug. We recognize things emotionally. Our emotional intelligence is there when you don't feel like talking to nobody. You want to ball up on that couch. You want to ball up on the beanbag. We have a beanbag. That's the best content creation place ever.
About to say.
Like you can come in here in your pajamas. Like we wear pajamas and lounge clothes exclusively. Like my dad always fusses. Every time you on the news, you got on a t-shirt. I'm like, Dad, you mean every time I'm on the news? Like you're watching me on the news in a t-shirt. You don't have nothing else to wear on the news.
Yes.
No, I don't have nothing else because I'm not on the news to be nothing else. Like I'm on the news to be myself. And the news is not really interested in me being something else. They come here, they know I got this t-shirt on. One of these t-shirts.
They're looking for Sheena White.
Okay.
Not t-shirt.
So just making sure and understanding that you are only who you have to be and who you want to be when you come here. And it is our job to support that. If you don't want to be nobody mama, I will never ask you about your children. If you don't want to be father with your husband, I will never ask about him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if we see you having a baby, let's go.
Yeah. Let's talk it out.
Not on that. You know what I mean? So it is that. I'm very in tune with the industry and even other people's industries. I keep up with fashion. I keep up with fashion shows. I keep up with those things because I have a store full of people's clothes.
Yes.
So I have to be able to know how to market those things. I got to know what's in season. I got to know what's trendy. So I have to keep up with those things. Even in the workspace, like if there are new businesses coming to the area, those things impact people's husbands. So I got to give my girls somewhere to be. We have 3 or 4 people who come here to do like their house planning, like the planning stuff that they need for home, or to come here and pay bills and stuff because they don't want to do those things at home now because oh, my husband took over my office or whatever the case may be. So again, just really meeting that softer side of you, like we're like a spa for work, we want to make sure that you're comfortable and cozy first, and have the ability to be productive. And I want to make sure you have all the tools that you need. If you need a charging block, if you need a ring light, or any kind of cord, if you
the whole setup
on that.
Just bring yourself at this point.
Yes, just bring yourself, and that's really all we want. Just yourself authentically as who you are. You don't need anything special. You don't need any bells and whistles because we got it all here.
Yeah. So how does one get involved with Fiber Space?
Yes.
Cyberspace is a cool thing where it's all on your time. People come in here like, I never been in here, and then they never leave. So it's here on your time. You can easily find us on all social media platforms at Fiberspace 227, FIBERSPACE 227. And that's Instagram, that is Twitter, that is TikTok, that is LinkedIn and Facebook.
Okay.
I think that's all of them. Yes.
No snap.
No. Not for Fiberspace. Not for Fiberspace. And then we're at work at fiberspace.com. What else? And you could just knock on the door. We're here. No, for real. We keep it locked for safety
for
reasons,
sure.
but you could definitely knock on the door Monday through Friday. I mean, well, not Monday because we ain't gonna be here. Downtowns are mostly closed. That's like a downtown thing, just because we work through the weekend and people be up late and potty time and dinner and restaurants. So it's nowhere for us to go on Monday, so we're not here either. And it's a nice, quiet, relaxing day during the week when we're, not having to do all the things. The kids are at school. Again, we believe in balance. So it's a nice day. Like this was me coming to work today.
Yeah.
It was me coming to work.
Yes.
Cooling out, chilling,
I
relax.
think those are the places you can find us. I think the phone number is 336-897-0016. If you need to call, we're okay with that too.
Okay,
All
nice.
right. Thank you.
So you were telling me earlier the difference between what happens here at 227 and what happens at 229. Can you go over that a little bit more?
Absolutely. So here we originally and always have been a co-working space. We are here for you to work quietly or loudly if you want. The boutique is definitely kind of growing its own feet. So instead of putting reins around the boutique, we said we all just do whatever you like. Bring it in, fill it up, and we still have had a waiting list since the very beginning for office spaces. So that was another thing that gave us the opportunity to do offices. And we have 2 offices that are regular, but we also have beauty suites. So we have 3 or 4 folks that are in line for like estheticians, massage therapists, makeup artists, lash techs, and the equipment that you would need. Just like we have all the gadgets here, we got all the gadgets here. So we have massage tables, we have shampoo bowls, we have dryers, we have color processors. So we have all the things that you would need if you're starting your business. Some people go into residence in and it's furnished, apartment for long term. It's kind of the same thing. Or if you want to bring in your own thing, you want to paint it and put up stuff, we're okay with that too. I'll be more than happy to pull out my drill and my stud finder. I'm more than happy to do that.
She pull out toilets too.
Listen, I love me a tool.
And we really might need a not your average spot over there.
Yeah, I'm saying,
For real.
I can paint it orange. You know what I mean?
Hey.
We not your man on the wall and all that.
Okay.
Y'all got to join us in the parade. How about that? Y'all can join us in the parade.
When?
December 2nd. Is this parade?
You want us to be with you in the parade?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a great opportunity. Yeah.
Hey.
Let's lock it in.
Gotta get my
gloves.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Parade December 2nd. Okay.
December 2nd.
Not your cruise.
Christmas parade.
We're going live.
All right now.
They gonna know it's official then.
Yay.
You know, hey, what a way to start off 2024 before it even comes. Dope.
Mid-size event space. We love events.
Wow.
We love for people to be able to get together and have community and do the things that we do. We offer a few just because people ask us to, but we really want you to come and do your event. You want to host a workshop for something. You want to do a DIY craft. You and your girls want to do a paint party. We want to do all those things with you. You want to have a wedding. Like I want my first wedding so bad. Well, not mine.
I know what you said.
Been there.
Oh, there.
Ready for that first one,
wedding,
yeah.
right?
Yes.
Some really fun stuff. We're gonna put a juice bar over there. There's no juice bar downtown.
I was just talking about that the other day too.
So there's nothing.
You hitting it on the head.
I know.
There are not a shortage of coffee shops. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not doing coffee. We're gonna do juice.
They just
Nobody
open
else
down the street, but
Juice
whatever.
bar or
No,
coffee?
no.
Oh, honey.
No.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4 on this block.
Yeah.
For
I
what?
just saw a new
Coffee
one
shops.
recently.
Oh, yeah.
And then like 2 others open. Melrose just opened. Awoo is the best. So if you gotta go to somewhere, go to Awoo.
Oh, woo! Oh, it's a check.
Hold on.
honey,
Wait,
now listen.
wait a
Well,
minute.
now what they do on another thing?
Oh, no. I'm messing with you.
We're promoting them.
That's what we be saying sometimes when we was there.
She was about to pull up on him.
Hold on.
You got serious. Like, oh, y'all some on some other stuff? Nah,
We don't play that.
that's just our little thing we say. That's our little thing we say. Yeah.
Oh, nah,
We see she don't play about nacho. She don't play.
Okay, bet. They ain't giving us no money. So we not gonna
Right. It don't matter.
y'all can get copy across the street
Again, in fiber space.
from cyberspace. Okay. Don't forget to mention Nacho.
That part. Not just
Right.
sent you. Don't forget it.
I need it on a shirt.
Are you doing anything
Nacho sent you.
special for Black Friday in the boutique?
Honey, I'm black enough. I'm gonna say no because we don't really play into holidays. We're family first. We're very Chick-fil-A, Hobby Lobby around here.
Right.
We be
Mm,
home.
gotcha.
We want to do things. Like I want to go.
I love
wanna
it.
Go shopping.
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
know. You know, but the boutique is always here, and the price is not gonna change. This is not my. The purpose is to get this stuff out of people, so it's already at a great price, and we're not gonna undermine. Have fun at Target with their Black Friday sales and all the people who can afford that. That's fine. But as for us, that's the day after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
We like to enjoy ourselves. So we
I
won't
love
do any specifically. Now, if you do have some you want to share it with us, we'll be more than happy to share it on our social media that morning. But that's about it. I'm gonna be in the sheets, baby.
All right now.
Mhm. Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's so funny.
But yeah, most holidays we're not here unless one of us ain't got nothing else to do. Things that we are here for are things that happen downtown. So Pride is one of our favorite events. We love supporting people for Pride,
Mhm.
and we love taking our time to make sure that we see them when they come in here,
Mhm.
that we dress them as they want to be dressed, that we find things for them
Mhm.
as they want to see. We love what come as you are. Just two or three, I can just remember two or three, people coming in the shop almost as if they didn't have, they weren't dressed for the occasion how they wanted to be.
Mhm.
But they come in here and we see them and we encourage them to dress how you want to be.
Mhm.
And to kind of see that change happen over people, to allow them to be their authentic self without, the backlash or the judgment. So we take pride in participating in Pride, or let's see, it'd be so many things. It's always something downtown.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Always something going on with
So
it.
we try to
Oh.
stick to like the cultural based.
Absolutely.
Homecoming is fun, but we don't do homecoming. Well, like our retail manager is an Aggie, so she wants to participate, and I fully support that because when it was Rams homecoming, I was gone. Y'all wasn't seeing me that week. But there are things that we do participate in, but mostly we don't. We just started upping up on Saturdays because we was like, whew, we are here all week, Chad.
Yeah.
He was like, well, I'm just say we got lives too.
Yeah.
Right.
We like to do things with our family and whatnot. But we are now open on Saturdays.
Saturday sale, guys.
Dope.
Check out Fiber Space on Saturday. Stay in the building. And if the door is locked, just knock.
Just not.
Yes.
Just not. We in here somewhere.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Catrell Side says, that's awesome. Love your vibe. I enjoyed you all
Aw,
tonight.
thank you, Contrell.
Yes.
You are definitely a vibe.
Yeah, definitely a vibe.
Yes.
And guys, if you're just now tuning in, we are the award-winning Not Your Average Podcast, and we are here with the lovely Sheena White. And
Right.
we had an awesome time tonight. I mean, it was just so warm, welcoming. She's such a humble person. Very smart, intelligent. She dropped some gems tonight. So if you did miss this episode, please make sure you go back and watch the episode, and please share the live. Share the live. Put us out there, y'all. Share the live. You never know who's watching. Never know who needs to hear this stuff. Good stuff tonight, y'all. Good stuff. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. And it's on you, baby.
Sheena, any last words for the people?
Thank you, Not Your Average Podcast, for coming to visit me in Cyberspace. Thank
You
you.
sound like you hated for us to go. Like,
I don't
like,
know.
oh well, that is like, oh
We're
well,
staying,
y'all
Sheena.
leaving. Okay,
We're
well.
gonna be here all night. We got clothes for tomorrow and everything.
But no, I look forward to, like I said, everything happens on its own time, and I look
Absolutely.
forward to the fun things I get to support with you guys. I'm gonna definitely have to start pulling up to y'all
Yes.
stuff. I can't pull up all of it. Okay? I can't wait to see you guys. I mean, I won't say y'all not in action now, but I love the opportunity to have gotten to meet all of you all individually and to
Yes.
talk to you all and be inspired by you all. Like y'all entrepreneurs. Like
Yes.
Woo,
I
woo,
didn't
woo,
even
woo.
know that.
Right.
That's us.
But that's
Thank
really
you.
cool because oftentimes I find myself rattling off here are all the thousand things that I do, and I was like, wow, Will never stopped. You do that, and then she was like, I did this. Wow, 88 years of experience up here. Like it's just amazing. So I'm always grateful. I try to lead every single situation with gratitude. So
Absolutely.
I guess my final words would be I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful for the connections. I'm grateful that God continues to put people around me that I need and that need me and that
Most definitely.
understand my craziness.
Yes.
My perfect days are often imperfect, but they all match up to be, the part of the course. So
Most definitely.
I'm inspired by you all. Thank you so much for having
Thank
me and
you. You're
showcasing
welcome.
cyberspace. And hopefully this reaches out to the people who need the space. And
Most definitely.
can't wait to meet you where you are and to support you as you are.
And like
Absolutely.
Chewy said, how can they reach out again for to be members or to be a part of the
Absolutely.
retail part?
Sure. So you can find us on any social media at Fiberspace227. And you can find us online at work@fiberspace.com. WORKATFIBERSPACE.com.
I will definitely check the space.
Yes, Wendy, we gotta do
Yes.
another episode.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Wendy, she said we have to come back.
We have to do a little
Have to be
fashion
on the
gotta
mic.
come back.
And then I'll check-
clothes in the
Ooh,
boutique. That'd be
fun.
cute. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Oh, I'm definitely looking up the information because
Oh,
I need a
please, look, I'm
space.
coming down.
I
I'm
need
coming
a
down
space.
your way. We was like,
I live the
get out of it. 3:30. Right, honey.
Gotcha. Hey.
I check out their
Yeah,
red
we will.
collection. That red
I do. I'm a Savage fan, and Savage lingerie don't be fitting the places. You know what I'm saying? I got an extra places. Needed it in
Hey.
the extra.
Yeah, those-
I got you.
Yeah.
Right.
Check that out.
We got everything locked and loaded on this podcast.
Absolutely.
Wendy Armstrong, she has the Hair Crazy Diva product line.
Oh,
Oh,
I
damn.
know hair.
Okay, Hair Crazy Diva. Anything you
Heck
need that
yeah.
has to do hair, she got
Mhm.
I got some hair.
it.
I got a couple
yeah.
hair.
She's a hair loss practitioner. We are having a good time on here today. Please excuse us. Thank you. It'll be okay. But anyway, yeah, just tap in with us. And like you said, you're very inspirational. Like, so we thank you for giving us your time because your hours are very limited, 15 a week.
Yeah, right.
So thank
Yeah.
you.
We all on that.
Thank you.
Hey.
No, this is definitely amazing. I'm spending my time here.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Definitely.
So go ahead, Will. You can close the phone.
I'm your main man, William Hussey 365.
And I'm your girl, Ashley Good, better known as Ash Pash in your seat.
I'm Chewy, but we do got to spin the wheel.
Oh,
The wheel.
we have a wheel.
We got to give away some money.
So we gotta give away some money. And then you know what? Okay, we will do that one for this week, but next week we have another wheel when you were busy.
3 wheels, man.
So we have to do that wheel. But we'll do it next week. But we'll do this wheel.
Okay, just send me the name.
All right, when Wendy come back.
All right, real
Okay.
quick, y'all, because y'all know we be in traffic.
Traffic.
The list starting from the top. And of course, if you're new here, every Monday night we give away $25 to one lucky viewer who decides to share the live. If you have shared the live, then we've added you to our beautiful Nacho Wheel. You know how this go. And we're about to spin the wheel. We're gonna have Sheena spin it for us. Okay, so at the top I have Latia Reese, Stephanie Chris, Malik Good Vibes, Nazia Martin, AJ, Dominic Davis, Dormani Meyer, Shay Johnson, Rhonda Henry Hand, Rilo Rich, Cartrell Sods, and Teresa Michelle Davis. So if I missed your name, could you put in the comments? You got 15 seconds. While you're doing that, let me just let y'all know. Make sure you're following all our social medias. You can catch us on Facebook and on YouTube at Not Your Average Podcast. on Instagram at Not Your Average Podcast Crew. And as always, if you're feeling generous and would love to donate to our cause, you could do so at $ Not Your Average Podcast. All right.
Chewy.
That
You
should have
the
been
best.
15
Ain't
seconds.
nobody say that like you said that, girl.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta get it like trademarked or something. Okay, so real simple.
Mhm.
You're gonna spin it. You're gonna press the spin button, and then we're gonna give a name, whoever it may be.
I feel like being white.
Wow.
Sheena,
Her name is White.
Well, look at there.
Congratulations to Nazia.
Yes,
Nazia
Nazia
Martin.
Martin.
Yes.
Yes.
Summit Cafe.
Do Summit Cafe on
Leslie Martin.
And we shout them out.
Yes, you can.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
family.
Michigan.
Ain't no better fried eggs on the
Summit Cafe, baby.
honey.
Yes.
Honey. I'm a snob about my breakfast, and the new Summit Cafe is like
Yeah.
is my spot. Okay,
Yeah.
I could sit there.
My sister be throwing down.
Yes.
I mean, throwing, hauling down. I'm getting sick. They're not. I know I'm gonna be this one.
Is you gonna, so you gonna open up for us?
Oh, she will.
Open up for okay?
Look,
In the
like-
morning though, I'm coming for those eggs.
Okay.
All
Fried
right.
eggs be
Look,
everything.
when she look at this, when she watch it, she gonna be like, "Well, God, y'all want me to open for real?"
Oh, no.
I do, sister. I love that
Absolutely.
fish. Okay, so but again, yes, y'all. I'm Chewy Monroe. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes. And go
I'm
Oh,
sure
that's who
White.
you are,
Thank you
girl.
for tuning in.
ahead. And together we are.
Not your average podcast.
Thank you guys
Featuring
We'll
so
see y'all
much.
next week.
Monday,
Same
Tuesday.
time, different place.